Hello, welcome back everyone. Andrew Robles here from A-Town Productions, and today we're going to be talking about filming in a log profile. Here's a question that everyone likes to ask and wonder about. Like, you don't have to always film in a log profile. There's always scenarios and situations where you probably should prefer to film in a log profile. Bright daylight, in the sun, and when you have controlled lighting in a studio, or when you have control of all the lights. Now, when you're in the dark at night and you don't have access to controlled lighting, you probably wouldn't want to use a log profile because it's going to create more noise. So you might want to use a standard or a Cine D or another profile that's a little bit more baked in. It'll allow you to film in a low light situation with less noise. As right here, you can see that there's going to be a little bit of noise in these darker areas, in the shadows, in the alley. And I mean, there's always third-party plugins that you can use, like Neat Video. Neat Video works really well, but sometimes you don't want to use it. The best image to get is right out of camera in the first place. But if you're outdoor in the sun, in the daylight, or in the sun, or in controlled lighting, then I personally would say, yeah, go for it and use a log profile. Reason being is because you can preserve the shadows and the highlights, and you can bring those back to how you like and would prefer in post and editing. You can also choose, like, I know everyone talks about the whole Joker color grade where it's kind of greenish in the tint, and you can choose that when you're shooting in a baked in profile, like in a standard profile. You can, do things like, with lighting and make it green. But if you do it in a log profile, it'll allow you to color grade to your choice of being what you want it to be. Whether you want your video to look greenish, bluish, orangish, reddish, red and blue, any kind of color, you can, kind of, if you film correctly and set the profiles and the settings correct, you can choose all those while you're color grading in post. I filmed this video after watching Bad Boys, and all Bad Boys 1, 2, and 3. If you look closely, you can see that it's an orange and teal color grade. So I was kind of going for more of an orange color grade, more so than teal when coloring this video in post. I also had more of the orange in there because I just saw this old Biggie Smalls and P. Diddy music video from the 90s when they're on a boat, and it's just all orange. And that's originally what I was going for, but I still decided to throw in just a little bit of blue. So in this clip right here in downtown LA, I was just messing around and shooting because I just got finished watching The Joker. So I was gonna try to take this home and color grade it to kind of give it that type of greenish tint and moody, dramatic, green, grimy feel. That's what I did right here. Right here in Jurupa Field, I was doing it all orange, just all orange. You film in a log profile, it allows you to do so much more creative things in post. Like this clip right here, I filmed at El Matador Beach in broad daylight. It was about 4 p.m., summer, broad, bright day. And I went ahead to try to experiment with that and try to make it look like I'm filming, like this was filmed at nighttime. And so I gave it that. I brought the shadows down, all the highlights down, the exposure down, and raised just the mid-tones up, and I turned everything blue in post. And that created this kind of like at night or dusk, twilight vibe of at the beach. But really, if you look, it's broad daylight. And then I turned it into make it look like it was at nighttime. So, just there's more room for creativity and creating your own look when you are filming in a log profile. Now, RAW is a whole nother thing. So you got 10-bit log, you know, in high megabits, it's gonna give you way more than 8-bit, right? But when you're filming in RAW, we're looking at 12 and 14-bit, you know, information right there. And that just allows you to do so much more. Like the info on RAW is crazy. And we're gonna be getting into RAW in another video, but today we're just talking about filming in log. So right here in this clip in a coffee shop scene, I was directing this movie for a month in San Francisco. And right here, I did this color grade of the before and after to give it this warmish, dreamy, dramatic mood. So we filmed it all in log, and I turned it into this. I brought down all the shadows and all the highlights, and I brought up all the midtones, and then I brought a layer on top of that and stacked another highlight on top of that, unsharpened it, and gave it this dramatic mood right here. So, you know, it's these before and afters that you can really see what you can do in depth with your own color grading in post when you're filming in log. This is in an FD Studios in downtown LA, and this lady decided to have a dance video. And it was a very, I wanted to give it this, I don't know if you guys have ever seen Hitch with Will Smith. And it was very like a warm and lifelike tone, vibe and mood to that. So with this dance video, I had that Hitch movie playing in my head, but with a touch of Spanish in it. So I wanted to give it to this desert and warm vibe to it, but with vibrant greens in it. So I just put that in there. The results ended up like this. So that was really interesting. So with that being said, like you know, when you're filming in a log format, you're able to get your hands more in depth in there in color grading and choosing the colors that you want it to look like and choose what you are, as opposed to filming in a baked in profile like a standard or a Cine D or whatever your camera provides as a standard. You know, there's more room for detailing and creating your own look, your own personalized look. There's also LUTs that you can download and buy. Personally, I like to just start from scratch, from log, add 3, sometimes 6 layers on top of each other, just creating and color grading away. That's what I do. There's nothing wrong with using LUTs. It's just a personal preference. Maybe starting out, you might want to use a standard LUT Rec 709 that you can download from almost anywhere online. Just download a Rec 709. If you have a Panasonic, I'll leave a link down below in the comments or in the description where you can download the Rec 709 for Panasonic Vlog LUTs. I used those when I first started color grading, and then I would color grade on top of that. Now I don't use any LUT. I just create all my own, like I just color grade from scratch and stack it and stack it and stack it on what I want on there personally. And then right here in this underwater scene, I wanted to go for kind of a black blue. When the pool was just really white and black, white, blue, that type of color, I decided to go for like a black blue, very moody and dramatic. And here's the before and after of that. You can see when she goes underwater, it looks very dark, black. And there was really not that much black in there. It was lit up and they had white walls, but I gave it that. And I was able to do that because I was filming in a, you know, with the EVA 1 log profile. Right here in this dance scene for this music video, I was going for all warm, going for like a club dance, warm red, brown type of vibe. And when she was dancing, it really helped create that. But if you did that in a standard profile, like, you know, it might be baked in on whatever was in that room, how it was lit up that time. And you won't be able to change that because then you'll start getting like blocking, what would I say, banding and kind of pixelation. You'll start seeing that if you're trying to color grade too much with a standard profile that already has colors baked in, as opposed to filming in a log profile. Right here in this desert scene, I was shooting at a desert and I had the 2 cars coming right at me. And I started off making it warm to give it that desert tone. Then I added some highlights, some whites, and then I decided to add some green into the sky instead of blue to give it this like just a different tone. Like, you know, things that people wouldn't see on an everyday basis. as opposed to they would see in a movie. What you see in a movie isn't always what you see like in real life. For instance, again, let's reference the Bad Boys clips. You would see orange and teal, hardcore, like extreme orange and teal. Your eyes don't see orange and teal at that extent in real life. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope it was informative. Let me know what you thought about it in the comments down below. Hit that like button and please subscribe, and see you in the next video. What else? What other clips did I have that I color graded? What clips did I color grade? What clips did I color grade? I'm fucking done. I don't know what to do. I don't know. Maybe if I pop out from over here. Hey guys, A-Town Productions, Andrew Robles here. Nice to see you again. Does that work? Like what? I'm just trying to still get used to this. Or come out like James Bond, like. Good evening, everyone. Andrew Robles here from A-Town Productions. Nah, I'm done.